live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I am Jarrett, the football genius Burgess.
And I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. the Advantage Coach.
And you guys had a break from us for a week.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, let me tell you guys. Now, we decided to postpone the podcast because Stephanie was sick. When I tell you that Stephanie was intent on recording,
Often and all.
it really took for us to be like, all right, nah, let's just go ahead and wait. Let's just wait and give it a week. See how you feel.
It don't feel right when we don't record. Like all that. It was like I felt like something was missing.
Right.
I didn't do so. You know, it's like
right. Yeah.
Weird about this. Like
there was like, especially like some of the day. Like for those of you who are listening, we record on Wednesdays typically, but there have been a few days where we had to record on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And what happens is when we have to record on Thursday, it takes me forever. Well, not it take me forever, but I'm on a time crunch to, edit the audio and get it all sent in the Anchor.
Right.
So it gets in on time. And so I believe it was Friday morning. I just felt this like, oh no, I can't go the whole day and not upload this podcast. And
right?
It's like, oh, we ain't record.
Literally, and then me, I'm we're both like this because that's why we text and all this all week anyways, because we're always looking at things, sports things.
Right.
And all week, I literally have made myself not look at anything sports related.
Right.
Last week because I was like, because I'll be calling him on Monday.
Let's change this
on Monday.
Right.
And so I would have been like, we'll be calling on Monday and everything, the whole podcast would be changed.
We would have changed the whole thing.
So I was like, I'm not going to do that. So literally, not only have I missed the podcast, but I've literally not been watching sports. Oh my God. So I'm just like you sent me that. I just happened to, I think because like some stuff on social media, it'll show up on social media is the only reason I've been seeing anything sports related. And so, and then I did watch the All-Star game. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I didn't watch any of the others, none of the skills. So I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I can't do it because we're going to have something else. And I'm
right.
So, like I already, even from the All-Star game, I was already like, we need to talk about it. But
right, yeah.
And
we can slide that part in briefly, just about we can keep it to like the format and how we felt about the format of the All-Star game.
Well, that's all for me. Really, it's the result of the format.
Right.
Yeah. So
the fourth quarter was very competitive.
Well, Giannis thought the whole game was competitive.
Oh yeah, because when he threw old Goat James fadeaway back in his face, I was like, oh, they hooping. Right. But then LeBron, I want to say it was the same.
Projections in the All-Star game, like, wait, what?
Yeah. I think it was that next possession, and then LeBron went down and stripped them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is what they need."
Serious, but I think that the whole shout out to Chris Paul because he was instrumental in coming up with this new format.
Yeah,
and I think what I love about it is we just talking, y'all. We ain't even anyway.
Right.
Whatever. What I love about it is that I think that the whole reason that they were so serious and so intense, and intense was the end result being, that their monies at the end of every quarter was going to charities. And so for me, I thought that made it beautiful. The fact that they, y'all out here hooping because essentially it's the same same thing with the Pro Bowl. Like, y'all really don't want to get hurt.
Right.
So, and the difference being that the Pro Bowl happens at the end of the year. So if you did, you got a little time. But really, they don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
All-Star game because it's the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to go out there and just put all of it in like that was amazing to watch. It was. I
want to know, like, that made me think, and I don't want to veer too far off from the show.
So we'll just be having a conversation
right.
today and won't ever get to anything.
Right. I want to know, I feel like the incentive for the players to play harder at the end of the NBA All-Star game was that format where it was 24 points more than the team who had the highest score. So they ended up needing to get to 157 to end the game.
Right.
And there was some built in to that made it competitive.
Yeah.
And so I wonder what needs to happen with the NFL Pro Bowl, like that can happen other than money, because we know that if
that's gonna happen anyway. And clearly that doesn't motivate them.
Yeah. Right.
That doesn't motivate them.
Right. The extra money doesn't.
Yeah. No, it's just, it has to be something that's meaningful or makes it meaningful for them in order for them to feel that way. Like it was just, I was genuinely entertained. Usually I'm genuinely bored.
Yeah.
Because I actually like basketball and y'all playing. That's what I always say. Okay, y'all playing, I'm gonna turn this. But I was genuinely like entertained like the whole time.
Yeah.
And let me just mention, you said he wasn't supposed to be a starter, but my boy showed up.
Who, Trae Young?
Yes.
Yeah.
He showed up. I'm sorry. Listen.
He did hit that. What was it? At the end of the third or at halftime?
Halftime. I think it was going into halftime.
Yeah, he hit that half court shot.
No, they say that about him. Like he hit from the logo.
Uh-huh.
Because a lot of times, even for Hawks games, he can be at the logo and he'll hit the shot. So
yeah.
Yeah. No, he showed up. So
he did. Now I would agree with that.
I'm surprised because I was like, is it anything they didn't put you in? Like every time I'm turning around, there's Trae. I'm like, well, on. He gonna be okay. Okay, because so yeah.
One of the mistakes I think they made at the end of the game, Team Giannis, is their finishing lineup. It felt like that team they had on the floor didn't have as much grit as Team LeBron.
And honestly, and I don't understand. I guess it's not for me to understand, but I don't understand what got you there. It wasn't that team. It wasn't who was on the floor.
I think Kyle Lowry should have definitely still been in there, but I think that you have to find a way to get Jimmy Butler in there.
Of course you do.
No, really. I seeing him sit on the bench the entire fourth quarter. Yeah.
He's gritty. I get it.
Right. He would have gone out there and he would have played defense to the max.
Yeah, I agree.
We know he's one of those, on-ball defenders who plays really tough.
Yeah. I mean, him and Giannis, they have a lot of the same. Him, Giannis, Embiid, they all kind of embody that same, you know what I mean? Even though Giannis isn't nasty like they are, he's a competitor like they are.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it was still entertaining nonetheless. And,
no, definitely.
And we got to know that they were going to have to let the LeBron team win with all of the stuff that happened. Listen, we know that stuff be rigged too.
Nah.
Yeah. You know, all of the tributes they did to Kobe and all of that. Cause you gotta let the Lakers, the West win.
Nah.
Okay. I mean,
and it was players from it was mixed up, which is, you know what I'm saying. While I feel like it wasn't rigged. I feel like you had to call that foul at the end. Much like that was the one drawback of the game for me. Like
the whole game that you conveniently missed until the end.
No, they was calling the fourth quarter. They were calling fouls like left and right. They called a charge.
But at the end, I mean, I say end meaning the end of the game. Like you ain't.
Yeah.
It's stuff that went on. I mean,
yeah. Like they let a bunch of stuff go.
Yeah. So
they got to them last few minutes, or the last few points, and they were just calling foul after foul. It's like Jesus.
Well,
like,
didn't that feel a little manipulative? I'm just saying.
Well, if it had been one-sided, yeah, but they called it on both sides. So I remember when James Harden hit that three, I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
And they called a charge, and I was like, you cannot be serious.
In an all-star game, really?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have they traveled? I mean,
right.
Oh, now for real.
Somebody walked.
Kawhi let it. I was like, oh, y'all just let Kawhi. He just like 5 steps. You okay with that though?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Okay. And he turns around and wins MVP.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised though, because he was about what, 8 for 14?
I mean, he
three?
was lighting them up from 3 points. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He did. No, it was 9. I was trying to remember what the record was. It was 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It must have been one of the Splash Brothers.
Mm-mm.
Who?
Oh my gosh, it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, man, it's gonna drive me crazy till I remember.
I don't know who that could be.
Who was it? I can't remember. It's somebody you'd be like, what?
Oh, okay.
You'd be like, what?
We had to go back and search that.
I can't remember who. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, okay, now we talked about it. Now
put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.